What's the next step? On the ground here, I have a sheet of ply that was cut 30 inches, sorry, by 48 inches. These are my legs that stands up here, and that is my cross base. And this is where my legs are going to fall on my table. So now I have to determine one of the key things in building anything is having a plan and a layout. So right now I'm trying to determine where am I going to put my middle brace for my leg. I know that this piece up here is going to be attached to the top of the leg. So I'm trying to determine where I'm going to put this. That's where now you have to lay out how far from the bottom do you want your leg to fall. As you can see here, how far from the bottom, you're going to determine that by taking some measurements, and then you're going to do a dado joint on each part of the leg to send this down inside, because I don't teach butt joints. No one in this class is going to learn how to do a butt joint, right? But this I'm going to show you how to do. Stay tuned. So in determining this, I have my measuring tape, and I'm going to measure from the bottom of this leg here. I'm going to measure from the bottom of this leg here up about 6 to 8 inches. So that will tell me that my brace in my bottom part of my leg will fall just about there. Then I'm going to scribe this and cut out my dado for this to fit in between here. Stay tuned for that. Remember, I'm working from home. I will advise that everybody invest in one of these. I bought mine at well, I bought mine at Home Depot when I was away. But if you have a bicycle pads, knee pads, you could wear it as well. So just remember, I'm working from home, so I'm trying to create that same atmosphere. Now what I did here was I marked out where the bottom brace is going to go. So I measured 8 inches from here to the top, and then I took the thickness of the material and scribed a line going around, and this is my my line. What I also did was I indicated here, I don't know if you will see it, but I marked on the pencil here the outside face of the leg, meaning that this is how the leg is going to go, and I'm going to put my joint on the inside here, and this is the outside face. One of the key components in doing joinery is making sure that you mark and you label every part, every component of your work. That way that you will never put the right leg on the left side and the left leg on the right side. So always do that. So as I proceed, knee pads on, take a nail down here on the ground, right? So what I'm going to do now here is I'm going to scribe the thickness, or how much it is I'm going to take off on the inside of here, so that my material, my cross piece, could fit inside this joint here. So I use my combination square. I don't set the depth of how much I want to scribe, and I scribe this line coming up here. I repeat that on this side as well, making sure that I'm on the outside face of the wood. I'm not taking it from the inside face, because I will change the depth. So on the outside face, I turn it around and I scribe. Right? And I repeat on the other wood, so to speak. Yeah, complete. Now I have how much it is that I'm going to take off. And I take my pencil and I put some X's by the area that I'm going to cut or take out. Put some X's. And I'm going to take off this. Working from home, eh? Remember. My cutting board. A brick as my support. My tenon saw or my back saw. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to cut down to that line that I have here. So I just finished cut on the two sides, right down to the point, to the line, right here. Then go beyond, stay to the line. Now I'm going to chisel it out. So I take my hammer and my chisel. Most likely you will get a wooden mallet. And what I'm doing here is I'm cleaning out the joint. Now you may say that this is such a long process, but I need for you all to learn it this way because it gives a sense of appreciation for when you learn it this way than if it is that you were to use power tools. Remember, this has to go into here, nice and tight. I don't want it to be slack and have a lot of play because I'm going to do a countersink and put a screw to hold it. I'm not using any glue because I want to be able to dismantle this anytime. Okay?